Oh, AC working. Good morning. It's a beautiful day. Sunny. It's gonna be, looks like to be another hot one. And I've got everything ready to go. I got we finished soybeans yesterday, and we'll finish rolling today. So yeah, as long as we can have a decent day on, it's 160 acres of canola I gotta go put in. As long as I'm not fighting mud or I have any breakdowns, it shouldn't be a problem finishing this today. So I got all the seed I need, I got all the fertilizer I need, and I think I got all the fuel I need. So, and Daryl went to go get the tool that we use to fix, I'll turn that down. The tool that we used to fix our air conditioning, that one obviously was in the shop, and we needed to go get a new one. So Daryl went, he picked one up and got my AC going. So I'm not going to be sweating bullets here in the tractor. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. It seems like it's been a bit of a struggle, but with lots of little battles. But I don't think we'd be any further with seeding than we are right now, no matter what, because the field we're going to is just ready, and that's kind of how things have been going. So anyway, let's get her done. I went for a walk out here when I was hooking up, and this ground is just barely crusted. It's pretty tacky underneath, so I'm hoping that it's going to go, but if not, then it might need one more day, but we'll see. We'll give it a go. Well, we're about 40 acres in, and my anhydrous will be empty when I get to the north end there. Everything's going okay. We are it's barely go. It's it's borderline. Except my auto steer decided to quit on me, so I'm having a hand steer. I got my GPS, I got straight lines that I can follow, so but I'm having to steer. And I got my nephew Dylan, he's gonna go around and get the part we believe we need to get this working properly. Hopefully that works. And I think I'm through the wettest spot in the field. I probably should have left that right to the very end, but well, I think it's done now, so yeah, I'm hoping that's the wettest spot. But yeah, it's 11:30. I've got 40 acres done, so we're getting there.
So Kendall is likely finishing up seeding here today, at least that's the plan. Well, I shouldn't say, I guess I've got a couple little patches I've got to do with the planter, or Quinn and I do. Planting otherwise is done, soybeans we finished yesterday. And as we finish one project, we start the next. And so today I've been busy making sure everything's cleaned out in the sprayer. And we got a field of corn here that's supposed to be in corn. This is where our manure was spread last fall, and so we got a bunch of weeds showing up here. So corn is not out of the ground yet. And what we're trying to do is to do a quick pre-emerge of shot, get these weeds cleaned up and field cleaned up, so that when we get going, or when the corn keeps coming, then no, there it is. Oh, we got long roots in that bugger. Bonus. Okay, so the corn is growing. Cover him back up, push him into the moisture, and we should be good. Anyway, this field is not a very big one. It's about 70 or so acres, and should get blitzed off here in about half an hour. So let's see if we can get this field done here before lunch, and then hopefully after lunch we can get a couple more loose ends done, so we can say seeding's a wrap.
Dylan is here, and we're going to, the sensor is right underneath there, so we're going to change that out. Alrighty, we are rolling. I got my auto steer working, which is way better. Now I'm able to watch it. I was having a couple problems with a couple rows, and so I ended up watching and realizing that my mineral banders are going a bit too deep. So I've readjusted all of them. I've lifted them up a bit, and I'm doing a much better job. A little worried on this field on lots of soybean trash. I've checked it many times just to see where my depth is, and my soybeans. My canola is in moisture. It's just I'm hoping it can push through that soybean stubble. I'm sure it will. But yeah, we're down to 60 acres here left for seeding for 2026 for the first time, and hopefully we don't have to reseed anything. That was also giving me some problems because my mineral banders were going a bit deep. It was giving me issues stirring up more mud and causing me trouble for my my seed discs. So we got that figured out, and now we're rolling. So yeah, I'm doing a bit of a test plot on this field. I just put 3 more bags of 340 in, L340, LP340 I think it is. I'm not even exactly sure. Then I've got a different variety. It's from Brett Young Seeds. So we're gonna see how that turns out. We're gonna do 40-acre trial and see whether we like it or whether we're gonna want to stick with Enmigger. We've tried DeKalb before, and I'm not gonna lie, we didn't really like it all that much. But this stuff is supposed to be just as good, supposed to be, and the seed's cheaper. So don't want to put the whole farm in it because of that, but we'll do an experiment and see what it's like.
Well, I am in my pickup truck. Today was a bit of a helter-skelter day, but things have gone relatively smoothly. I'll just do a quick drive around just because, honestly, my GoPro is dead, so I need to have it plugged in. But as you can see, the planter is back in the yard. It is complete. Planting season is done. I got those last 2 little spots done. One was a grand total of 3.1 acres. The second one was 2.2 acres, so got a grand total of an extra 5.3 acres seeded today. The other thing I did was I got that first field sprayed. Well, I ran out of chemical with about a quarter mile to go, so I got to touch that up tomorrow. But sprayer is back in the yard also. So here, as we're going to do the loop, you'll see everything. And that is that. So the other thing you will see, if I can do this correctly, we got some other equipment in the yard that is not ours. We have a hoe, and he is not doing cleanup today. Today, they started with shop plans. So what they've done is they've dug down about 6 inches to kind of get things level. They have trenched water lines, or pushed water lines, and electrical service lines. And I believe starting tomorrow, we're going to start to see gravel show up here. And then the fun begins. So anyway, that's where that's at. And that's kind of exciting. We are very much looking forward to that. It has been a mess. They've cleaned that up, and now we get to start looking forward. So it is kind of exciting. So anyway, we are going to just about supper time here. We do have one more project possibly after supper. Been trying to get ready for spraying. I had one of my water tanks fly off the back of my trailer. That's an embarrassing story. But water tank flew off, so we had to get a new one. So the boys picked it up today, and now we are going to put it on this evening, so we can be officially ready for spraying, and we'll go from there. So yeah, we are going to go from full bore seeding, which that was chaotic in many different ways. Lots of learning, as we had new operators in many situations. I felt most days like I got nothing done other than trying to keep everybody else going. But seeding, I think we can say, is wrapped up, and now it's spraying season, and that's generally been my domain. But even there, we're hoping to train some young drivers this year, so that if ever in a pinch, then I don't have to be here. So anyway, that's where we're at. I'm getting long-winded, not used to talking to camera. I will get used to this again as the summer gets going here. But today has been a beautiful sunny day, and we're enjoying every minute of it.
Alrighty. Well, this is taking a little longer than I hoped, but we're getting it. I got 2 up and downs left, and I ran out of anhydrous, which I knew was going to happen. So we've got, I think I'm going to run out of that other seed from Bray Young Seeds. We got a 40-acre spot on this quarter section that's going to be at that, and I think I'm going to run out pretty much bang on. I did put 2 bags in, and I did exactly what I was supposed to. I was supposed to do 3 up and downs, and I got 3 up and downs on the next 2 bags. Anyway, I think we're good. Little nervous on seeing how this is going to come up, but it is in moisture. We're very uneven throughout the field, from where there's straw and then when it's just black. So yeah, I guess it might come up a little uneven, but we'll see. It's another windy day. It is hot, but too windy to throw the drone up. I was able to sneak it up last video or earlier on quickly, but it got windy again. It's just, we have little windows where it's not crazy windy, but we've had lots of wind so far, and hopefully during spraying season we do not have that problem. But thankfully enough on this field I got a east wind, which normally brings rain, so I guess if we're done, whatever. And thankfully it wasn't a north or a south wind, or else I'd be smelling anhydrous all day. So, but yeah, normally in our area, if we get east winds, typically that brings rain systems in, or in the winter obviously it brings snow. So I guess we'll see if we get anything. We don't need anything, but our rain would cover up any mistakes on this field. So it is what it is. Here it is, the last pass, the one we've been looking for. Half a mile left. I had a method behind my madness. I wanted to do the trial more in the middle of the field, so that's why I'm ending up like this. Half mile to go. Daryl was talking with Field to Field. They had been out scouting our first canola field, which we seeded a week ago tomorrow, and they were checking it this morning, and it's up already. So that's well, you can basically say a little over 5 days in the ground, and it was up. So that's awesome. And I have a feeling that when I get home, my yard will look a little different. I don't know what they've all done. I haven't asked Lindsay. She just said our yard is it's a bit messy. So when we get home, we'll see what that's all about. But I think it's a good thing. So it's got to get a little chaotic before it gets good. And yeah, finish seeding, and hopefully the shop gets going here now. Let's just hope we make it. We got half a mile, less than half a mile. And there we go. My bin alarm just came on saying my seed is empty, which means I can do 2 more acres. Perfect timing. There won't be much left in there, so I'm going to I'll blast that canola off. I'll blast that canola off just from this headland, just to get rid of it. Where we've driven a few times, so there we go. Seeding 26 1.0 is in the books. Blast it off right here. Maybe I'll lower my rate a little bit. I left a little bit on the edge. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before, but that's the guys are cleaning this ditch out, and sounds like we're going to be able to have move our driveway to the north side so we don't have a dirt road to go on. So that'll be something we'll have to do this summer or after we've harvested this field. But yeah. Alrighty, we are parked at Daryl's. We're going to leave it here. So far from what I've seen from some of the crops coming up, I'm pretty happy. True tail will be well, when we see it all come up. With the cereals coming up, I'm pretty happy with what this unit did. There was lots of struggles along the way, and we found ways to limp it through. Obviously, duct tape still does wonders for covering hoses to get them through to the year. So we got to put all new hoses on. We got to put new discs on. We had put 18 of these on in the beginning of the year. Well, I'm not sure if you can tell, but that one's shot. That one's done. Yeah, some manifolds and a go over. So, it took all season, but I think I'm finally started feeling comfortable with this unit and happy. We still have to empty out the fertilizer. There's not much left in there. The seed is out, and yeah, we're gonna be switching gears here a little bit to spraying cattle stuff again. We got to get cattle pastures ready so that we can do some checking fences so that the pastures are ready for so we can drop the cows off, because that's going to be coming up in about next week to 2 weeks, I would think, and spraying and shop stuff. So yeah, we're going to go back to my place. We're going to see what they've done to the shop, and yeah, I'm going to sleep good tonight. It's awesome. So anyway, we'll head back to my place and see what they've done. Ooh, it's windy. Alrighty, looks like Roselle Backhoe has scraped off all the topsoil, and they have water lines here. I don't see the power yet, but I'm sure they're, oh, there it is. So this will be coming into the mechanical room. There's the power coming in. And yeah, we're starting. We got yeah, water lines. This is kind of what I was expecting to see. I didn't know they were gonna actually get this. I knew they were gonna start working on pushing water lines and power in, and I didn't know where they would get at what they were doing here. So yeah, lots of dirt they moved out, and that's so that they can start building a solid foundation. So that's exciting. We're getting there. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Seating's done. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm happy. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Have yourself a good one.